Hello, everyone. I'm coming with a video that I found very interesting and very important. Okay, uh, the kidneys. Now, the reason why I got so interesting was I was looking at this program and it was talking about how um, King Charles the First died. They was doing a mock autopsy of him, and it had something to do with kidney disease. And I'm like, you know what? Let me look up kidneys because I'm getting at that age where, oh, that you don't want to go to the doctor because you're scared you're gonna find something. Well, uh, they have been talking about my kidneys, uh, it function, and see that's something about going to the doctor. They tell you this stuff, but when you go to a clinic like I go to, they don't really have time to really spend too much time with you discussing stuff, and you all don't. It always seem like you just rushed. It may take you an hour to get seen, but then visit only lasts 5-10 minutes. And they're talking about pre-diabetes and all that stuff. That comes with age, come with lifestyle, and a lot of us are not taught at a young age how to take care of ourselves, what the functions of our wonderfully made body consists of. So I read about the kidneys, and first I want to say something about your metabolism, which is very important, and it has a lot to do with the kidneys too. And the metabolism is a chemical reaction in the cells that change food into energy. And also, the proteins are control the chemical reactions of metabolism. So, the metabolism has a lot to do with energy and how you use that energy. And in kidneys, what the function of kidneys is it filters the blood plasma. It separates waste from the chemicals in this body, and it eliminates waste as the rest returns to the bloodstream. The kidneys, they regulate blood volume and pressure by eliminating or conserving water. So that's why it's important to drink plenty of water. And it regulates the osmolarity, osmolarity of body fluids by controlling the amounts of water and solutes eliminated. And it secretes the enzyme renin. Seems like I should have practiced this stuff before I started talking about it, which activates hormonal mechanisms that control blood pressure and the electrolytes balance. It secretes the hormone uh, that controls the red blood cell count and the oxygen carrying of blood. They function with the lungs to regulate the 1CO2 and acid base balance of body fluids. They contribute to calcium, homocysteine, through their role in synthesizing the collateral, which is vitamin D, and it detoxify free radicals in drugs. And it's also there to help during starvation. It does all kind of stuff. This is, see, we can't be scared of this stuff. We can't be scared to learn about our bodies and how it functions and what it needs to maintain. Just like you have every time you buy a car, you have the instructions on how to keep it running smoothly. And that's the same way with your body. We have to give our kids instructions on how to keep the body functioning. It has so many different parts that has to be maintained. And it's mainly maintained not just by eating right and exercise and staying away from drugs and alcohol, too much alcohol and smoking. It also has to do with first knowledge. Mm-hmm. See, a lot of this stuff they don't teach you in school because they feel like you have to go to school to be a nurse or doctor and stuff to learn this stuff. But we need to learn that stuff before we need a doctor. And I think they should teach that in school about violence, how violence affects the body. I looked at this one video, and it was showing about what happens to your body when you are shot, stabbed. We are living in different times where we need to learn about all this stuff because there's so much stuff out here that's here to hurt you while they're making bukus of money. Why do you think McDonald's been around for almost 100 years? I mean, not quite, but and all this food that is been genetically modified and all those chemicals. Some of this stuff is basically chemicals, all chemicals, especially some of this candy. They don't want you to know this stuff. And salt. You know how you can sit down and eat a whole bag of chips? You're messing your kidneys up. And mostly, basically, everything is nowadays is made with salt and sugar and chemicals. And we're not teaching our kids to stay away from this stuff or to eat it once or twice a year. And we're not teaching them to stay out those doggone corner stores. Ain't nothing but death. They don't sell nothing but death in those corner stores. And I'm telling you, I read this book, What Not to Eat When You're Pregnant. It was practically everything that they sell. So, and we're not teaching our young ones that if you plan on having kids, it's a lot of stuff that you shouldn't be eating. Where's the grandmothers? Where is the grandfathers? The great aunts and great uncles? I'm going to tell you, it's very important. I didn't grow up with any. My kids didn't grow up any because their fathers and my parents didn't have no relationship with me, period. So I didn't have no aunts. I didn't have no uncles. I didn't have no cousins. I didn't have no sisters. And I didn't have no parents to tell me nothing. And by the time I found all this out, it's too late. So we got to do better. How many girls are out there starting the administration without even knowing what it is, what it's for, what to do? And I know it is because I was one. I didn't have no sisters. I have sisters, but I had no sister to tell me nothing. My mother didn't tell me nothing. And I got embarrassed because a child starting the administration should never go to school on the first day, especially without knowing how to do what to do. And that's what happened to me, and I got embarrassed. We have to do better. We have to teach our kids how to take care of themselves and how to take care of their community. Because if they don't know, so it's going to be all messed up. Well, thank you for listening. And we're going to talk some more about the kidneys because the kidney does a lot. And we don't talk enough about it. We talk too much about all this craziness going on out here. All this craziness. And they don't care about you taking care of your body. That's, they really don't. Because I'm telling you, it's a lot of these states, especially in the South, that do not care about your health. They're closing up hospitals, and the doctor's offices are crowded. And a lot of these poor people can't get proper medical care. So it's really up to us to make sure we take care of our body the best way we can and to get more help in the health. We need more warriors of change. That's all to it. Or we're going to go down, down, down in the worst way. Thank you for listening.